What's going on, everybody? Phlokking Chappy here. We're just testing everything out right now. There's some buttons for effects and all kinds of stuff in this app. So right now we're just giving it a little try. Shared it out to some local friends. See what this podcast app is all about. We're just waiting here to see if anybody joins this live podcast. Not sure if anybody got it or not. There is a chat section to those that might be listening. Excuse me. So what do we got going on here? Oh, okay. Like I said, everybody, just kind of looking at everything here. And you can add sound effects, all kinds of stuff. I'm really happy with this so far. Those of you that might be hearing my voice, this is the Phlokking Podcast. So stick around and enjoy. This goes out to anyone that's ever lost someone. Much love. Cheers are words the heart can't express. Looking down from heaven, we cannot change our past, but in the end, what could have been and what will be. I know you're looking down from heaven. The demon took a hold of you, nothing we could do, nothing could be said. The night you turned that gun on you, looking back we had no bullets, grip muscle tight. Yes, sir, yes, sir. That was just a little song that I was creating a few months ago. So, just threw it in here to see if it worked to add any effects. So I'm actually listening to myself right now as well, seeing how this works.
That is definitely interesting. It seems to be working quite well right at the moment. This is episode 1 of Phlokking Chappy's podcast, better known as #Phlokking Podcast. There will be more details coming about what Phlok is. Like I said, tonight I'm just kind of ironing out how to use this application. So far, it's actually really simple. The live portion of it is really simple. So yeah, I mean, with this channel, we're going to talk about social media in general, all social medias. We're going to talk about what Phlok is. We're going to have on some guests eventually. People who are for, social media, against social media. It can get interesting. What people's views are on social media these days, and the brainwashing that can come of it. So, we're going to have lots of things to talk about, family. Lots of things. I'm going to try to get, current Phlokking members on here as well. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I know. It's going to be great. Thanks for the applause. Please, wait till I'm done. But, yeah, it's one of the effects. It's really cool. It's really cool how this is all gonna work. It says I can add songs and stuff in here for like a playlist, but the problem with that is copyright laws. So, boo. So, let's see. Let's see if there's anybody in the chat. I think it's just myself. Yeah, hey, if there's anybody out there watching right now, go ahead and jump in the chat. Let's see what's on your mind tonight. Like I said, this is the very first podcast from Phlokking Chappy on the Phlokking Podcast. So, let's see what happens. Like I said, it's brand new, just started tonight, and we'll see what happens here. I know that they do give you a time limit, so we got about 5 minutes left of the time limit they give you per episode for going live. They give you 15 minutes. I spent the first 5 minutes just figuring everything else. Hey, we do have somebody in chat now. I see that she shared it out to her Facebook. And we're definitely giving it a go. We both, Mary May, how are we? What's on your mind tonight? Come on, talk at me. Thank you for joining. Like I said, I'm just trying to learn this application. This is going to be the first of many podcasts to come. So, let's see. I'm gonna have to add more effects. How many can I add? I can add. Oh, I can edit effects. I can change it. Ooh, what's this? Oh crap! like I said, y'all, we just find this stuff out here, so... Oh, it's okay, never mind. It's just me adding stuff. Yeah, you know what, Mary? That's the problem. Some of you that are listening, that are not in the chat, Mary May, you have a very, very strong point. People on social media are very quick to downgrade them from body shaming to bashing their disabilities, what have you. And I don't know why, excuse me, I don't know why the society has come to the point where that seems okay to do. I don't get it. I'm very passionate about what I do, and I stick up for people. I've always stuck up for people. I'm the oldest of 7, and I've always had to stick up for my siblings. And I don't know where it became the normal for people to think they can go on social media and just knock each other. I feel, the old saying, do unto others as you would want done unto you, has totally been forgotten. I don't know. It's almost like a brainwashing of social media. Like, they point you in the direction and you just kind of follow it. And I'm hoping that's that Phlock is the change for that. And that's going to be for another episode of what Phlokk actually is, because we got about a minute and a half left of their time here. That's the one thing I got to figure out is the timing of how this goes. I know you can go live for 15 minutes, and then you can also pre-record and load stuff up. So, like, I could talk to you, Mary, for example, over the phone, like have you on speakerphone or have you plugged in, and I can record it and load it up. Listen, guys, what I'm gonna do, I see Lloyd just came in. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to end this, and I'm gonna start another one and see if you can start another one, because we only got about 30 seconds. I'm gonna start another one, and I'm gonna share it to our Phlokking group, and hopefully you guys I'll see you back in there in a few minutes. So I love you guys, and hopefully we'll talk in just a second. Alrighty, that's enough of that. Nathan, I'm glad to see you, Mr. CEO. How are you doing, friend? Yes, I actually downloaded the app, the Telegram app onto my laptop, so I can go ahead and get that. I'm actually going to do that right now. This is just me testing out the software. This allows you to record everything and stuff like that. So any advertisement that's been pre-recorded can be emailed to me, and I can put it part of the podcast. I just insert it into one of the effects, and it will I can play it. You know what I mean? Now my phone's sitting here going crazy because of the app. But, yeah, it seems like the app is very, very easy to use. It's very user-friendly. And, that's what I've been looking for, is what was the research I did was the legal aspects of, like, using logos and things like that, and advertisement stuff, which is all legal as long as the CEO, as long as I get permission by the owner of the company, is basically what it boils down to. Obviously, copyright is the main thing. So, Nathan, if your music division would like to get on a podcast, let me know. Listen to what I'm saying. I can put them on the podcast. Because of the royalties and such. You know how the music business works. I don't have to explain it to you. You of all people. Somewhere there it is. So we will definitely I'm gonna set up a schedule. I'm gonna go live like this at least once a week, but I'm going to be putting out podcasts pre-recorded probably 3 to 4 times a week. So I have nothing to do in the evening. I live by myself now. I finally got the kids to get out. So, nothing but time. Yes, the audience. What's nice about this particular the speaker is it'll actually put you across all platforms as far as where you can listen to podcasts. I just have to go in and apply it to those places. Like right now, it's just on Spreaker. But I can go to the site and add it to the other ones. And, Google, Spotify, Apple, all of them, I can add it to it, which will help grow it as well. Absolutely, and Mary May, I would love to have you sometime. I'm trying to figure out how to do the call-in system. I'm probably just gonna use I have a landline that I don't ever use, so what I'll probably do is grab me another, I'll probably grab me a different type of phone and use it so where I can actually have call-ins, I guess is what you could call it. Because when you set it all up as far as doing the live, you actually can put in a phone number for people to call in and a thing for people to text and all that stuff. Kind of like a radio show type of stuff. So I can literally have, either one of you two call in and be part of the show. Anybody for that fact. And the thing is this show won't work if I don't have some kind of reaction, as far as just the interaction with you two will make a show go better because we can talk, and that's what a podcast is. It's not just me talking as far as I can sit here and talk all day. But if I don't have interaction with people, the conversation becomes one-sided and only my opinion, which gets boring. We don't live in a dictatorship. Well, I guess kind of right now we do. But anyway, that's off topic. So, yeah, the interaction is where it happens. Yeah, you don't want dead air. Exactly. You don't want the dead air, because that's what kills. That's a big thing in radio. Like, if you got a talk show of any kind, air, TV, whatever, you can't have the dead air time, because that's what kills your ratings, and people lose interest. They'll go find another podcast or another TV show, late night show, whatever. So you got to keep the listeners interested. And if you and it's even more interested if you can find two people that are on totally separate sides of whatever you're talking about. Like, it could be anything, like the social media platforms is going to be wildfire. Yeah, I would assume you can. I would assume that a Zoom call over the air could be done. I would think it could. I would say that your Zoom call, I would have to look into how you would record. Well, you could just record the audio. Yeah. So yeah, it would definitely be feasible to do. See, I'm looking to see if I can change the logo. No, I can't get the logo changed once I've already started. That sounds perfect, Nathan. Yeah, it's not, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I could take, and on every podcast, if I do a 15 to 30 minute podcast, you can play in there 2 to 3 songs, and if you're doing five shows a week, that's 15 songs, plus you have all their information, interaction, you can even have on those artists. I can bring them on and interact with them and stuff like that. This podcast wasn't just to talk about Phlok alone, you know what I mean? It is to broaden every portion of Phlok. When Junior comes around, it'll be a topic on here. The music division is going to be a topic on here. Every part of Phlok is going to be a topic on here. Founders that are interested in coming on the show, it's an open door for any founder to come on to this podcast and discuss what's on their mind, what they see going on the other social media apps. This is a place that, that all can be discussed. Yeah, and that's the thing. Another thing is, too, man, this 15 minutes goes fast. I'm down to a minute and a half already. The thing is you can also have ads play and be monetized. And you pretty much, there's like 5 levels of 5 levels that you can make your podcast, and I believe each level you can be paid for. Let That's a good question. There's a lot of benefits. Hold on, let me bring it up. Let me bring it up again. Let's see. The premium one, where's that? It's called the Publisher, which has got everything. It's full statistics. It's got an auto upload to iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcast, customizable RSS feeds. You can make your money with the ads. You can do private podcast. You can customize the player colors. There's a collaboration feature, ad campaign manager, and a priority support. So there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot with the Publisher. I wouldn't go quite that high, I don't think.